What's up, my foodie family? I hope you're all eating well. Thank you for coming back to the channel. You know, here at Dixon Family Catering, we like to turn negatives into positives through providing good food and good service. We also believe in turning negatives into positives in life as well. Today, I want to talk about turning the negative of trying to take people with us on our journey into a positive. I know a lot of the times we want to help people. We want to be there for them. We want to be their savior because we care about people. So we want to bring people on our journey with us. We want to. We think we have the best idea or the best solution. We think that we have something good going for us. So we want to share that with other people. So we bring people with us. Maybe they want to. We want them to come to work a job with us, or help us start a business, or go live with us somewhere. But that might not be what someone else is wants to do with their life. Their journey might be something different. So like the sacrifices I make for my journey, they might be beneficial for me because they whatever I'm doing, whatever I'm want to pursue for my journey, that sacrifices I make at the end of my journey, whatever I get at the end of that journey is the benefit from the sacrifice. But if I bring you on my journey with me, then at the end of the journey, if you don't benefit the same way I do, then the sacrifice that you made coming with me doesn't benefit you. It's no good for you. I know there was a point where when I was going to culinary school, I left my family behind. I left my daughter behind, and I left my girlfriend at the time behind. But I thought it was a good idea to bring my brother with me because he was living a certain type of way, and I wanted to help him. I didn't want him to go to prison. I didn't want anything bad to happen to him. So I said, "Hey, bro, why don't you come stay with me?" And I thought I was being a savior. I thought I was helping him out by offering him a place to live away from where I think he could have got in trouble at. And but the thing about it is, I left my kids behind. I left my daughter behind and my girlfriend behind. But that sacrifice was for me to get an education in culinary school. My brother wasn't going to receive that same education in culinary school. So him leaving his kids behind to follow me on my journey wasn't going to be beneficial for him the same way it was for me. And eventually he ended up going back home, and which I completely understand. At the time, there was resentment. I was mad. Oh, why would he want to go back home? But later on in life, I understood that everyone has to live their own journey. We can't all live the same exact journey. If we all live the same journey, then we'll all have the same knowledge. If we all have the same knowledge, there'll be so much information out there that we don't have because we all have the same knowledge. The idea is to go out and get knowledge. Everyone goes out on their own journey. Everyone gets their own knowledge. And then later we all come back, we meet up at the table, meet up wherever, and then we decide, we give each other all our knowledge. We tell each other our journeys and explain everything that we've been through, and give people the ups and the downs and the good and the bad. And then that way we can all be more informed. So now we all took one journey, right? But then now we come back and we give each other information off of our journey. Now we all have the information of multiple different journeys, even though we all took one journey, if that makes sense. It's like we can all learn from each other. And I can learn off your journey by you telling me everything you learned on your journey. And then now I have two journeys. And then I can go to someone else, and then we can explain to each other what we learned off each other's journey. And then now we all have another journey that we lived, but we didn't have to necessarily live. There's a saying that I went through that. I went through the bad, so now you don't have to go through it. And it's kind of the same thing. It's like you don't have to live 10 different journeys and run around all over the place and go through all of this stuff. I mean, you can. There's nothing wrong with living an active life and being constructive and learning as much as possible and getting many different trades. But there's knowledge that other people can get that like going overseas, or they can go over there and take pictures and tell you about everything they've seen and they everything that they heard, and give you the knowledge that they got. And you don't even have to go over there. You can look at the pictures, and of course going there might be better, but if you have someone you can trust, then you can believe that the knowledge they gave you from going abroad or going somewhere that you haven't been will be their knowledge they giving you, them giving you that knowledge that they got will be just as good as you going there. So we can't take everyone on our journey. We shouldn't want to take everyone on our journey. We should want everyone to live their own journey. We can't be everyone's savior. We shouldn't want to be everyone's savior. And when we try to save people and help people all the time, we block their blessings and their lessons. There's things that they can't learn if we're saving them from it. Every time something happens to someone, if we hop in there and we save them, then they don't get to learn the lesson as to what they should do when they're in that situation. And that lesson might save them later in life. But if you keep saving them, they don't get to learn that lesson, and that might be their demise later on in life. You never know. So we need to allow people to live their own journey. We need to be okay with the fact that people have to live their own journey. There's nothing wrong with leaving people behind, if it's all for a good cause. Sometimes you have to make sacrifices and go off on a journey and, like the hero's journey type deal, and go off on that journey. And even like the book, The Richest Man in Babylon, there's a guy in the book who, the father gave him a bunch of gold and told him to go off on a journey. And the guy, he went off on his journey and he became a slave, and he squandered the money, and he stole, and he went to prison, and he did all types of stuff. But in the end, he came back and he had money, and he had a bunch of knowledge too, because the lessons he learned, allowed him to gain the money back and get the knowledge and be able to go back home. And it's also like the book, the spook that sat by the door. The same idea. The spook that sat by the door. In the book, The Spook That Sat by the Door, the guy did the same thing. He left Chicago. He worked in the CIA. He was a spook that sat by the door, and he got a bunch of knowledge, and he ended up taking that knowledge back to Chicago, where he came from. And he ended up using it for a revolution, which might not have been the best thing to do, or but he used the knowledge and he took it back and he gave it to people who didn't have it. So that's the whole idea. We should all gain knowledge. We should all live our own journey. Don't try to take people on your journey with you. Everybody has to live their own lessons. They have to, accept their own blessings. They have to go on their own journey. And then we, have to be okay with, watching people from afar and, seeing how they do on their journey. There's times when, there's nothing wrong with helping, or there's nothing wrong with, sometimes you're going to, two people's journey, you're going to meet together, you know what I mean? And there may be a time where you guys are on the same journey for a while, but it might not be forever. Okay. So, and that, like I said, I just like to give people, the feedback based off of things that I've been through, experiences I've been through. Like I said, it's all about turning negatives into positives. And I tried to take people on my journey with me before, as I gave you one example, but there's many, when I tried to save people and be there for people. But I've seen that with other people as well. I'm not the only one, but I can only speak for myself. I know there's other people out there who have also tried to take people on their journey and try to help people and save people, but you can't. You can only give people information. You can only do the best you can do and allow people to see you doing your best and you be the example, and allow people to live their own life, and be okay with that, and don't judge people for living their life and criticize them. I don't think it's a good idea. You can do whatever you want, but I don't think it's a good idea to judge people off their mistakes, off their bad decisions, and off the way that they're living their life, because that's their journey. And you never know what they're learning and what blessings are coming for them based off of what they're doing and the mistakes they're making. So I just wanted to say that we can't take people on our journey with us. Allow people to live their own journey. Be there for people. Help them if necessary. Help them as you can, but you can't save anyone. There's a difference between help and save. So we can't save anyone, but it's okay to help if possible, if you're able to. Okay, but let people live their own life. Let people live their own journey. Don't try to take people with you on your journey. Don't try to be a savior. Allow everyone to live their life. And once everybody acquires, everyone your friends, family, and loved ones, once they acquire the information and you see them getting smarter and you see everyone has something to offer intelligence-wise, bring everyone to the table and collaborate, and then allow everyone to give you knowledge off their journey, and then we all have knowledge from different journeys, and then you can form Voltron at that point and be a bigger warrior, and you can help initiate generational wealth at that point, and that's what it's all about. So You know, let people live their journey. Don't try to save anyone. Help if you can. Allow people to live their own lessons and their own blessings. And, you know, don't criticize anyone. And, you know, love your family, love your friends and family. And let's take the negative of trying to bring people with us on our journey into the positive. Let's turn the negative of trying to bring people with us on our journey into the positive of allowing people to embrace their journey and sharing their experiences with us. Let's normalize that. Thank you, friends and family, foodie family. I appreciate you for listening to me again. You know, I wish you guys the best. And until we see each other again, love, peace, and fish grease. Take care.